top 5 teams are going to win something. And I believe it goes as follows. The 5th place is going to get a T-shirt from the Retro Gaming Expo, which is nice. 4th place is going to get a T-shirt and a $10 gift certificate to Things from Another World. 3rd place is going to get a T-shirt and a $20 gift certificate to Things from Another World. 2nd place is going to get a T-shirt and a $30 gift certificate to Things from Another World. And the grand prize will be a T-shirt and all of those hardcover books and a couple paperbacks there that you see, all courtesy of Things from Another World. Yes, including the Hyrule Historia, the history of The Legend of Zelda. Anything else?
Yeah, and just for anybody who's never played one of our Geek Trivias, it's super simple. We'll ask the questions, simply write them down, don't shout out the answers. Write them down, keep it very quiet, because if you shout it out, then everybody around you will write down the same answer, and then you lose. And then once we ask all the questions, we'll have everybody trade sheets, and then we'll do the corrections. Everyone will correct somebody else's sheet, and then that's how we figure out who wins the whole thing. So there should be no cheating.
Yeah, if there are disputes, and sometimes there are disputes, we handle them via mob rule. And mob rule works thusly. One of you will put up your hands and be like, but I know more than you guys do. And we're going to be like, oh, okay. And then we will turn it over to you guys, and you guys will get to weigh on whether or not their answer will be accepted or denied. Your ruling is binding. Even if you end up making the incorrect ruling, whatever you rule stands. That's how mob rule works.
All right, so you guys ready? All right. Here we go. Question 1 of Geek Trivia this afternoon. You are standing in an open field west of a White House with a boarded front door. There's a small mailbox here. You're probably going, hey, I know this is easy. Sure it is, it's Zork. But that's not the question. The question is, which company made Zork? Which company made Zork?
All right, question number 2. Question number 2. The original Metroid was very much inspired by Ridley Scott's Alien. It's why the lead is a woman, it's why the music is so creepy, and it's why the planet is so weird. What is the name of the planet Samus is on in the first Metroid? We made it to question 2 before someone gutturally, under their breath, whispered the word nerds. Question 2.
Did you get the answer right?
No, that's why he said nerds.
All right, question number 3. This is pretty straightforward. Tell me what this console is, and tell me what company made it. What's the console? What's the company?
1 point each. I saw like 5 of them outside. Question number 4. Question number 4. Nintendo's Game Boy might not have taken off at all if it wasn't for the fact that you could play Tetris on it. It took a lot of people over a year before they bought another cartridge for it. So when Sega introduced the Game Gear, they packed in their own version of Tetris. What was the name of the Tetris-style puzzle game that was packed in with the Game Gear? Tetris-style puzzle game packed in with the Game Gear.
Nintendo Power Helpline for you.
All right, question number 5. Question number 5. Some of the best known classic games are the simplest and sometimes sound like total acid trips if you try to describe them out loud. Dig Dug is a game where a guy in a spacesuit invades an ant farm and kills fire-breathing dragons with a bike pump. What company created Dig Dug?
All right, question number 6. Question number 6. This guy might not have been the hardest boss in NES history, but he was really, really annoying. What game series does he come from? And which game in that series did he first appear? 1 point each. Which series does this guy come from? And which game in this series did he first appear? 1 point each.
That was game series, right?
Series and the game that he first appeared in. 1 point each.
That's like Karate Chop.
Name the series and then name the game that character first appeared in. 1 point each.
All right, question number 7. Question number 7. id Software, or is it ID or id? Is it id? Okay, I just double check. I've only just seen it like stamped onto the screen when Quake 2 starts. id Software is largely responsible for the rise of the first-person shooter, thanks to their innovations in the Doom, Quake, and Wolfenstein series. For 1 point each, put those series in chronological order, first to last, according to the first game in each series. So Doom, Quake, and Wolfenstein.
That's 1 point total, not 1 point each, because we just gave you the names.
Yeah.
So you have to put them in chronological order.
First to last, starting from the first game.
All right, question number 8. Question number 8. Arcades pretty much died entirely by the time the PlayStation rolled around, but before then, the arcades were alive and hopping thanks to games like The Simpsons and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and X-Men, which don't seem very similar unless you played them and you notice they're the exact same game. You move right, beat the hell out of everything, die in 5 seconds, throw in another quarter. Those 3 games were all made by the same company. Which company? Who says there's no sportsmanship in gaming? I just watched a team hush another team because they were giving up answers. There are probably people over in the back that were like, he just gave up an advantage. That, all right, whatever.
Talk louder.
Yeah. Thank you. That was nice of you being honest. You're not going to get extra points for that, but
No.
thank you. That was.
You'll probably lose and be humiliated, but good luck with that.
It's definitely a guy who does not spawn camp. Yeah, see? Good man. Good man.
You probably lose and are humiliated. All right, question number 9. Question number 9. In the first Diablo game, before you started, you were given the choice of 3 character classes to play the game as. What are those 3 classes?
1 point each.
The first Diablo game. What are the first 3 or the 3 character classes that you can play as?
Really? I think it's a bigger room. It's close. Yeah, right. They go all the way to the back. Yeah.
All right, question number 10. Question number 10. Before first-person shooters really took hold, the best way to get your gun on was on-rails light gun games. Now, Sega had a very popular series of such games, so popular that there was, in fact, a spin-off where you fired bullets by correctly typing words. Name the series of games that spin-off appeared in. Name the series of games that spin-off appeared in. That was 10. That was question 10. I believe IGN in one of their clickbait lists ranked that as the weirdest game ever made, which I don't think is right. I think the weirdest game ever made is Seaman. Oh, that's the weirdest game ever made. That one, yeah. Well, yeah, it's a little creepy, but I'm really hoping there's a version of it that comes out for Wii U, though. That would be, God, that would be the best. Wii U was made for a high-res version of Seaman.
All right, question number 11. Question number 11. It's time to know your meme. There's a discussion board that you may have heard of called 4chan. One of the pastimes of this board's members involves calling up the pawn shop from the fake as hell reality show Pawn Stars and asking for a copy of what classic game? What classic game do members of 4chan call up the reality show Pawn Shop from to ask for?
All right, question number 12. Question number 12. One of the biggest additions to the Dracula myth came in the 1940s with a film called Son of Dracula. Now, the Son of Dracula from that movie ended up becoming a character in the Castlevania games. In both that movie and the Castlevania games, Dracula's kid has the same name. What is that name? What's the name of Dracula's kid in the Castlevania games? Came from a 1940s horror film.
I've never seen it. I'm okay with it.
All right, you got that one. Here you go. Question number 13. Question number 13. Earlier this year, LucasArts was basically killed by Disney. In 1984, Lucasfilm published their first two games, neither of which were actually Star Wars related. For 1 point each, what are those two games? Name those two games. 1984, Lucasfilm published their first two games, neither of which were actually Star Wars related. For 1 point each, name those two games.
Question number 14. Question number 14. Sonic the Hedgehog was not always Sega's company mascot. There was a mascot before Sonic. He actually had a game built into the Sega Master System. Who was that guy? Sega's mascot before Sonic had a game built into the Master System. Who was that guy?
Okay, question number 15. Question number 15. Once Sega decided to go with Sonic as their mascot, other companies decided they needed a smirking douchebag animal too. And so in the mid to late 90s, we ended up with these three. For 1 point each, name these characters. Name those characters.
Douchebags. God. Especially the one in the center. What are you so happy about? What are you proud of? Look at you. Goofy unitard boots. Who does that? Terrible.
Brendan stole this for me. You definitely know who that is.
Question number 16. Question number 16. Of Atari, Sega, Nintendo, or Sony, which company was the first to sell a console featuring an analog joystick on the controller? Of Atari, Sega, Nintendo, or Sony, which company was the first to sell a console featuring an analog joystick on the controller? Bonus point, name the console. You only get the bonus point if you answered the main question correctly. Which of those four companies was the first to put an analog joystick on their controller? Bonus point, name the console. Retro gaming. Terrible. I'm sorry, what?
Did you say analog stick or analog controller?
Analog stick on a controller. Okay. That's terrible. Could you splash that douche back on the screen real quick? You guys know what you just asked. Could you barf the 90s back onto the screen real fast?
All right. Question number 17. Question number 17. Touch Fuzzy, Get Dizzy is the name of a level from which classic platformer? Bonus points. Give the world and level. Touch Fuzzy, Get Dizzy is the name of a level from which classic platformer? Bonus points for 1 point each. Give the world and level.
Again, you don't get the bonus points unless you answer the main point. Touch Fuzzy, Get Dizzy. Is one of the coolest levels in the history of platforming, by the way. It's so awesome. World and level for the bonus points. World and level. All right, question number 18. Question number 18. One of the landmark games in PlayStation history is Metal Gear Solid, which really popularized the idea of stealth in gaming. But it wasn't even the best game on the PlayStation for sneaking up and killing people. That would be this game, which came out over 6 months before Metal Gear Solid. What's that game? What's that game?
Yes.
All right.
All right, question number 19. Question number 19. These guys are classic gaming characters, but you've likely never gotten their real names right. That's because Capcom changed their names for American audiences for various reasons. For 1 point each, match the character to their original name. Original name for those characters.
All right, question number 20. Final question from Retro Gaming Expo Geek Trivia from Things from Another World. And it's a big one because it's the final question. Now, when I say fighter, you might think Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat or maybe even King of Fighters. But the modern day king is actually none of those in terms of audience. It's Super Smash Bros., a series that first appeared way back on the Nintendo 64. For 1 point each, name the original 12 fighters in Super Smash Bros. You get all 12 of them, you qualify for the bonus points. How many of those 12 had to be unlocked? So 1 point each, name the original 12 fighters in Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64. You get all 12 of them, you qualify for the bonus point. How many of those 12 had to be unlocked?
You can make up a whole lot of ground there.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You leaving? Oh, okay.
Oh. That's all right.
Oh, maybe you did okay.
You never know. Maybe. All right. Thank you. Scared them off. This isn't how you play. So wait, these games are played, sir.
All right, while you guys are working that out, we will entertain repeat questions. How repeat questions go is that your team can ask for one repeat question, but you only get that one repeat question. If you have more than one that you need repeated, don't worry about it. There's God knows how many teams, so chances are someone will get your back. But I'm only repeating a question once, and that's it, so you do have to pay attention. So, you. Number 3. Okay, well, which one was that? Oh, it was, the console. There you go.
Any other questions?
Any other repeats?
Going once. Oh wait, I can see a hand waving
Way in
back.
the back, yo.
Okay, yell it.
13. Okay. Which one was
Question number 13. Basically the first 2 LucasArts games, for 1 point each, from 1984.
it? Yo.
Let's see. Oh, the game where you had to type words correctly in order to fire bullets. Name the series of games. Number 1, the company that made Zork.
All right. Going yo. That one just got asked. Sorry. Where
2.
Okay.
What is the name of the planet Samus is on in the very first Metroid?
Going twice. Yo.
14.
Sega's original mascot before Sonic. His game was programmed into the Sega Master System.
What is the Tetris-styled puzzle game packed in Game Gear? In with Game Gear.
Going 3 times. Finalize your answers. Finalize your answers. Once your answers are finalized, trade your paper. Just trade your paper to whatever team is nearby. Trade it multiple times. Get up and find an attractive person and hand them your paper. I don't know. But make sure the papers get traded before the grading starts.
It's a good time to mingle.
Trade.
Get to know some people.
We're failures. Don't trade.
Find some buddies to go play Gauntlet with in the other room.
All right. There you go.
See some trading still. Trade them quick. Let's go.
Trade those papers. Trade those papers. Oh, look, that guy just is holding a paper up.
Trade. Somebody trade
Look
with
at
it.
that guy so we can grade these things. Look at that.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Oh,
The guy
rejected.
valiantly runs up 4 steps, only to be spurned.
Slapped away. All right, everybody traded?
It's all right,
All
you're going to
good?
get a higher score than that team. Anyway.
Here we go. Answer time. What is the company that made Zork for question 1?
Infocom. Infocom.
Question number 2. What is the name of the planet Samus is on in the first Metroid?
Zebas.
Question number 3. What's the console? What company made it?
1 point each. That's an Intellivision. It was made by Mattel. 1 point each.
Because I have the same controller, so I wasn't sure it was.
Question number 4. What is the name of the Tetris-style puzzle game packed in with Game Gear?
It's called Columns. Columns.
Question number 5. What company created Dig Dug?
Namco.
Question number 6. What game series does this guy come from, and in which game in the series did he first appear?
So for 1 point each, Mega Man and Mega Man. What? Did you have to write it twice? Yes?
Yeah, I've read it twice.
Did you put like a little squared afterwards? That might have. Mega Man, comma, Mega Man. What? Mega Man 1's okay.
Yeah.
Mega Man 1 is okay.
Okay, question number 7. Doom, Quake, and Wolfenstein, put them in the correct order, first to last.
You have to have them in this order to score the point. Wolfenstein, Doom, Quake.
Okay, question number 8. Simpsons, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and X-Men, all made by the same company. Who?
Konami.
Oh, I'm a fool.
Question number 9. What are the 3 character classes you can play in the first Diablo game?
That's 1 point each. 1 point for warrior, 1 point for rogue, 1 point for sorcerer.
Question number 10. Question number 10. The game where you fired bullets by correctly typing words.
That game was called Typing of the Dead. It was a spin-off of the House of the Dead series. House of the Dead. Yes. House of the Dead is fun. House of the Dead. You don't need the dog. I'm not going to take that one to mob rule. I'm going to say you're okay on that one. House of the Dead is the answer you need. Yo!
Question. What if it just says Typing of the Dead? Is that just...
That's, I asked for the series specifically, not the name of the game.
Question number 11. Question number 11. What is the classic video game that they asked the guys from Pawn Stars for?
Battletoads. They're constantly asking them for Battletoads.
I don't remember that. That's the character.
4chan is the reason. 4chan is the reason. Question number 12. Question number 12. And both the movie and Castlevania games, Dracula's Kid has the same name. What is it?
It's Alucard. It's Dracula backwards. Alucard.
You had to read it. You had to watch
Question number 13. First 2 Lucasfilm games from 1984.
First 2 Lucasfilm games, 1 point each. Ball Blazer and Rescue on Fractalus.
How many? Anybody own those games? Anybody in this room own those games?
No. Nice.
Well done.
Rescue on Fractalus was actually one of the first jump scares in gaming, if I remember correctly. Like this monster slams itself on the window. I mean, it looked like an 8-bit booger going.
It's a block.
But it was scary.
Okay, what video game character that represented Sega what was the video game that with the character that represented Sega and had the game built into the Sega Master System?
Sega's first real mascot was Alex Kidd. Alex Kidd.
Question number 15, name those turds.
1 point each. A is Bubsy. B is Arrow the Acrobat. God. And C is Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, are you gonna ask it? What if they just put down Arrow? They just put down the name. Did they put them down in that order?
No.
Then they. Oh God, that's a tough one.
Well, that's gonna go to Mob Rule.
Yeah,
Mob Rule.
we'll go to Mob Rule on that one. Okay. But hold on, Mob. Before you get to Rule, you're a very
Don't light your torches yet.
justice-fueled mob, aren't you? I wish to dispense justice. All right. Hold on, Mob. Before we go any further, did they get actually all 3 names? They did get all 3 names. Okay. All right. So. They did not put them in any discernible order. They didn't go A, answer B, answer C, answer, but they did get all 3 correct names. Do we give them the 3 points, yay? Yeah. Do we give them no points, yay?
Okay.
They get 3 points.
There we go. Get your shit together, team. That was requested by this person over here.
Mob dispensing free legal advice. All right.
Okay. Question number. Are we on 16 now?
16, yeah.
Okay. Atari, Sega, Nintendo, Sony. Which game was the first to sell a console featuring a analog joystick on the controller? Bonus point. Name the console.
Atari. You had to have Atari. And if you got Atari, then you qualify for the bonus points. That joystick was on the 5200. It did not center, and it was a piece of crap. Totally did not recenter. All right.
Question number 17. Touch Fuzzy, Get Dizzy is the name of a level from which classic platformer? Bonus point for 1 point each. Give the world and the level.
You need to have Yoshi's Island, or Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, to qualify for the bonus points. 1 point for World 1, 1 point for Level 7. If you got all three of those, yes, it's 3 points. Again, you don't qualify for any bonus points if you did not get Yoshi's Island first.
It says level.
Question number 18. Question number 18.
Question.
What?
It says level 1-7. Is that good enough?
Level 1-7, I think, yeah, that's good enough. That's 1-7, World 1, Level 7. You're good. You're good.
Okay. Question number 18. What is the name of this game?
That is Tenchu. Tenchu. If you put down Tenchu Shadow Assassins, you're fine.
What about rap?
What? Or what? Stealth Assassins, that's right, Stealth Assassins, I'm sorry. Stealth Assassins.
Hold on, there's another question. Hold on. Quiet. Hold on.
Tenchu Wrath of Heaven? No.
That's the wrong game. That's not this game. Yeah, should have just put Tenchu.
Yeah. You overdid it. All right, question number 19. Match the characters to their original names.
All right, 1 point each. A, Vega. B, Balrog. C, M. Bison. Mike Bison is okay, yes. Just Bison is okay, yes. And then D is Goki. Goki, G-O-U-K-I. Yo. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. You're good. You're good.
All right.
Final question.
Here we go. Final question for 1 point each. Name the original 12 fighters in Super Smash. Bonus point. How many of those 12 had to be unlocked?
All right, here we go. 1 point each. Captain Falcon. Ness. Fox. Jigglypuff. Donkey Kong. Kirby. Link. Mario. Luigi. Pikachu. Samus. Yoshi. If you got all 12 of those, you qualify for the bonus points. And you had to get all 12 of them to qualify for the bonus points. That's fine, it's fine. It doesn't have to be in that order.
Oh,
Okay, all right, yeah, I'll reread them. I'll reread them. Captain Falcon, Ness, Fox, Jigglypuff. That one should be easy to find. Donkey Kong, Kirby, Link, Mario, Luigi, Pikachu, Samus, Yoshi. Is there a team that got all 12? All right, okay. You guys, here's the bonus point. 4 of them had to be unlocked. Yo. That's fine. Yeah, if you put down Star Fox instead of Fox, I'll take it. We're fine. Yeah.
If they just put who the bonus ones are, is that fine?
How did they do that? Did they just...
They listed them, they didn't...
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay, so go ahead and tally up the score, put a nice little circle around it, give it back to the team that gave it to you. Once you see your score, bring us back up the sheets, the clipboards, and the pens, please, and we'll figure out the top 5.
We just got your hair pretty now.
No, I think someone switched over there with them. Turn that
I will say that a lot of people gave me sheets. Not that many people gave me pens. So if you're hanging on to the, we actually use these in other Geek trivia. So just put them on the table. I won't look at you. You just return them. We won't make this awkward.
Oh, I should probably mention, because we didn't mention this at the top, that in case there's a tie, you might have noticed the big tournament edition joysticks up front here. We handle ties via Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat up on the big screen. So keep that in mind if we announce your team has tied. Whoever on your team is better at fighting games, you might want to send that person up as a representative if we end up having a tie.
I don't want that kind of pressure. I think Mortal Kombat. But
That's what it is. It's the big tournament.
No, it's not Street Fighter 4. It's Street Fighter 2. Yeah, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter 3, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat 2, and Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Those are your choices. All right. It turns out that we do, in fact, have a tie. That will come later, though. So there will be blood on the screen at some point. We do have a top 5, though. 5th place, you guys get a T-shirt. Not that exact T-shirt. We're going to come up and take your name, and then you get to go and find somebody and get a T-shirt. Actually, we should read off the team names, shouldn't we? Got a bunch of pretty cool team names here. Let's split these up. Let's reward you guys for creativity. You got some over there? All right, I've got the Southern Water Tribe.
I got Jamie and the Alexes and James.
I got Cubs Lamb. Cubs Lamb.
Got retro activists.
Okay.
Yeah. Me, myself, Nick, Jared, Matt, Nick. Well, is that your team?
Me, myself, I, and Jared.
What? Okay, yeah, we'll accept that. They obviously didn't make it in the top 5 anyhow, so never mind.
Frog Baseball.
Hooper drives the boat, Chief.
Mega Damage.
There's 20 of them.
The Blue Shells.
I don't know.
That's the only time in recorded history the Blue Shells didn't work. The only time.
I think that's a C. Is that Cabot?
Cabot?
Cabot? It's spelled like rabbit, but either your R's are suck or it's Cabot.
The 2012 defending regional champions, River City Handsome.
Duh, Bears.
The Sleepy Bits.
Street Pass Crusaders.
It's like I think they wrote a mathematical equation down and I suck at math, so. Sorry.
Team Jacob. Bunch of Team Edward in this room.
The Cheetah Men.
Bral Bam Bendir? I don't know, whatever.
What is this? The Reginators. Hey. Their body is ready.
The Rainbow Crashes.
Girl gave me mother brain. That does not sound pleasant. I don't know if I'd be bragging about that.
Steve Holt.
Jam Gaming.
Team Rocket.
Hammers.
Front Row.
Them fellas.
Couch Popcorn.
Team Rocket.
Team Discovery Channel.
Which Pokemon do you think Discovery Channel chose? They throw out a ball and the Mythbusters pop out. The She-Wolves.
Team A&E.
Lawn Dorks.
That team.
What do you got?
Fire Nation of Trogdor. And that's it.
All right. Thanks, guys. That was nice. All right, so 5th place with 36 points is Dead Parents Society and Craig.
So you got a t-shirt that you can split between the Craig and the parents.
Actually, go ahead. Come up here. Where's Dead Parents Society and Craig? Come up here. You're going to write down your team name, and people will applaud you. One of you choose which one of you gets the shirt. Yeah, write it down, and then you can get the fuck out of here. Wow. Okay, this is how they broke down who gets the shirt. Okay. They come up here, they started to fight for a split second, and then she said, no, Craig gets the shirt. He's the one whose parents are alive.
Doesn't it seem like one of you who's dead parents, like if you have dead parents, you should get the shirt to like make up for the fact that you have dead parents, right?
No, we're ostracizing Craig.
Yeah. Craig wins twice.
Yeah. Actually, Craig has made quite a career of feeling pain. If you guys are not aware of a web series called The Spicy News, I highly suggest you check it out on YouTube. It's like a comedy news program, except before they read the news, they eat habanero peppers. It's as glorious as you think it might be. Trust me. So go check it out. Spicy News, it's on YouTube. All right, here's where the tie comes in. We've got a tie for, what is this, 3rd? Basically, yes, tie for 3rd. So the loser of this fight is going to get a $10 gift certificate. The winner is going to get a $20 gift certificate. They got 37 points. We need a representative from Team Plumbing Mama. And a representative from Team Diarrhea. It could not have worked
All right.
any better.
You guys should talk. You guys should talk after this.
All right, what games do you want to play? He wants to play Street Fighter. Which one? He wants to play 2. What do you want to play? 2 is fine. Look at that, how peaceful that was.
Okay.
The peace stops now. You know how to use that, right? Yeah, okay, do you know where the start button is on the top? Oh, smash the button. I think you have to hit the punch button. Punch button to pass. Punch button to pass. Punch. Doesn't matter, now you're on. Which one is... Are you... I don't think he's in. Yes? Oh, okay, there we go. Sound's not playing.
Dude, is there any,
Sound's down.
you guys hear any
Sound
sound down there?
There we go.
There you go.
There we go. All right. So Plumbing Mama is DJ. Uh-oh, Diarrhea is Orange Ryu. Will Diarrhea defeat the Plumbing Mama? That is the question. It looks Plumbing Mama taking Diarrhea down in round 1.
Those pipes stay clear.
Oh no. Plumbing Mama is set to knock out all clogs. Oh, but Diarrhea knocked out of that move. Diarrhea with a nice time hurricane kick, misses with the fireball. Plumbing Mama coming in with the 1-2 combo. Catch him. Oh no! Diarrhea was dizzy. Oh!
Diarrhea has been flushed.
Taken out by Plumbing Mama. All right, so hold on, you guys. What is it? Diarrhea, you get a $10 gift certificate, 2 things from another world, and also write down your name, figure out who on your team is a t-shirt. All right, you guys can figure that out and then bring me the sheet later. All right, Plumbing Mama gets a $20 gift certificate, 2 things from another world,
And a t-shirt.
Same thing. Here you go. Write that down. All right, second place, it's a $30 gift certificate, 2 things from another world. Team is the Holy Bob-omb of Antioch. Come on up.
Well done. $30 gift certificate to Things from Another World and a t-shirt. Once again, have to figure out who the t-shirt belongs to.
All right, in first place.
Your name,
Want to give the
or
t-shirt
the name of whoever gets the shirt.
Decided by your seat. Okay.
Done.
There you go. All right, and first place. 40 points. Now you're playing with podcasts.
Ooh. I like that. I like that. So you get all of these fine graphic novels, courtesy of Things from Another World. Thank you. And the t-shirt courtesy of the Retro Gaming Expo.
And there you go. That was Things from Another World's Geek Trivia Retro Gaming Expo edition.
We do, thank you. We do these on a regular basis every other Tuesday at the Kennedy School. They are more broad, general knowledge kind of stuff, but still geek trivia. So if you like this, you want to do more of this, the next one is coming up, not this coming Tuesday, but the following Tuesday at the Kennedy School, starting at 7 o'clock.
All manner of pop culture knowledge, movies, television, comic books, classic literature, science, internet stuffs. So every other 2 weeks at the Kennedy School, and we typically give away over $200 in prizes every time. So
we also do a podcast called Welcome to This Whole Thing.
That whole thing.
That whole thing. Well, this whole thing here, but that whole thing. Welcome to that whole thing. And so download that if you can find it, since I screwed up the name.
That's it. We've stumbled and bumbled to a close. Bye.